Recently, I watched Foundation on Apple TV with my parents. I read the book in college, but I honestly don't remember much of it. Probably because I was so swamped at the time, and I got lost in so many other books I sped read. The show, however, was a lot of fun to watch. The set pieces were fantastic, and the overall atmosphere was super engaging. For this week's VST, I decided I should make a sort of part 2 to my Dune Strings VST, and make another sci-fi inspired string library, this week inspired by Foundation. Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel. My name is Patrick, also known as Nekitis, and today we'll be discussing my Yamaha YPT200 that I fed into my Empress Reverb and Hologram Microcosm effects pedals. This is the same old keyboard I used for the last sci-fi library. While I love the ethnic section, I actually think the violin sounds great when sent through the microcosm. The strings splinter and shatter into thousands of pieces, cascading into a wall of reverb. They diffuse into these lush, distant pads and drones. The sound flows through the space like glimmers of light from the stars themselves. It's a sound that inspires awe and exploration, yet still is isolating and cold. The idea of exploring the stars in a ship of my own sounds exciting. The freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, without responsibility or fear of reprimand from society is intoxicating. While I know it isn't quite that free of a lifestyle, and money would still have to be earned, the fact that I could have a little house that can fly anywhere and I can explore wherever sounds ideal. One day I could be on a tropical paradise, the next a lush pine forest in the mountains, finally going back to a bustling city for some culture, all while still being able to go back to the ship, which is like home. One could argue you can do this now with an RV or a van, but it's not quite the same. The vehicles we do have are much more limited and can go less places. They don't have as much space to live in, which for me would be a problem considering I have all this music gear. But perhaps that's just me making excuses, and maybe the window dressing of space travel combined with the freedom is what really makes it exciting. Or perhaps it's the fantasy of it all. A fun dream in theory, but in practice would certainly have its large and glaring faults. Like in the show, where space travel requires an animal or specially bred human to even function, and the government has a monopoly on it, using this to oppress large numbers of peoples under a clone dynastic techno-monarchy. People become lost between the stars, trapped in their own worlds, and smothered by their own desires of freedom. I have included a link in the bio of this video to a decent sampler library on Gumroad that I've made using these instruments. If you make anything cool with this, please feel free to share with me. I would love to hear. If you have any suggestions for my next video, please feel free to say so in the comments below. And I hope to see you all next time. Best, Patrick.